Welcome back to the JTP Uncut YouTube channel and show. Hope y'all having a wonderful, wonderful Monday evening. We back with another Monday show. Sorry about last Monday, no show last Monday, but back at it. Like I can't say the rest of it because of YouTube guidelines. But yeah, we back at it, man. We got the goats in. We got Timmy Turner wishing for a burner. Yeah, they walking. This on the furnace. We got the corner in the building, man. Simple. In my Illuminati voice. What's up with y'all, man? What's going on with y'all, fellas?
What's going on?
Having a blast. Living life.
The dream.
That's right. Had a good Easter. Easter was nice. And it was a lot of driving, unfortunately. And my family couldn't do my dad's side that we were planning on. But so it ended up being a mosh posh of stuff. But it was cool. It was still nice.
All good. Well, yeah, my Easter was solid, Church was great. Thank the Lord for another wonderful day. We did some Sunday fun day activities. It was overall a very interesting Easter Sunday, to say the least. Very spicy.
There you go. Good.
How about your Easter, Jared? This man,
I don't know.
You guys don't celebrate Easter?
I went to work and I went to the gym. So
I ain't mad at you.
My Easter.
I ain't mad at you.
Just another Sunday. That's fine.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. I ain't mad at him.
It was good. It was good overall.
So, we got a lot of topics to talk about this. Not a lot. We actually got very few topics to talk about. So we're going to kind of focus on each one much more briefly. We'll talk about Jairus' video. We want Bijan Robinson and Michael Mayer's 16 video. We'll talk about that kind of extensively, as Tim is going to be very rebuttal about this. I see this coming a mile away. Also, we'll talk about Odell to Baltimore. What does it mean for Lamar? What does it mean for the Ravens?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What are your expectations for one Odell Beckham Jr.? And we'll talk some NBA. We want to talk NBA on this show. We'll talk NBA on this show too often. But the off is almost here. The off is here. We got Katie versus Russ. Opposition. We got some Black Disciple GD action in round one of the NBA playoffs. We got the play-in. All that. We'll talk all that this evening. But let's go ahead. Let's start with some Commanders. So I know we got a bunch of Commanders fans. All of our YouTube channels are Commander-based. And we'll talk about Jairus' video. Mr. Controversial Jairus is going over there. Mr. Controversial. He stated, give me Bijan Robinson or Big Dog Michael Mayer at 16 in the 2023 NFL Draft. Very interesting. Very interesting stuff. Especially the whole Bijan thing. But I will allow Jairus to state his case of why we should draft these two, or even one of these two, and why. And I'll let Tim give his rebuttal. The floor is yours, my great sir.
Like I said, you add in Bijan case, you add Bijan to this team. You're virtually unstoppable in the NFC. No one's stopping you. The sky's the limit. You're essentially ticketing your way, barring any injury significant. Well, even if you have a significant injury, barring one significant injury, I'm not going to say that name, knock on wood. You're going to the Super Bowl. Immediate Super Bowl contenders by adding Bijan on his roster. By what's already presently constructed here. You drop Bijan here, you are immediately Super Bowl contenders. There is nobody in the NFC that you're worried about. Maybe the Niners. That's it. As far as Mayer, it's pretty much the same thing.
I love Mayer. I love Mayer. Mayer I'm all good with because tight end is definitely more of a need than a running back. You don't draft running backs in the first round. Point blank, period. 0 teams are a running back away from a Super Bowl because that doesn't exist. That's not a thing. That's never happened ever. Well, I shouldn't say ever because maybe back in the 60s, 70s, 80s where they ran the ball a million times. The RSO back in the day. In today's NFL, you have to get offensive linemen. You have to have a nice quarterback, and you have to have defensive linemen. That is where the game is won, and you can pretty much have anybody.
We have a nice quarterback.
What's that?
So we have a defensive lineman, we have a nice QB. So
we need an offensive line.
We need a left tackle. Yes.
And we need a guard. Potentially. Maybe not. I mean, we'll see if Sadiq or Chris Paul takes over. I'm not into Nick Gates.
I agree. We do need a guard because Sadiq health is definitely a question mark. So I agree with that.
Really
we do need a guard.
All right.
So I agree. So I'll say a left tackle and a left guard we definitely need.
Bijan would be a waste of a pick. 100% a waste of a pick. If you got a good offensive line in front of Brian Robinson, your team would be just fine. Just fine with B-Rob. Antonio Gibson with the change of pace. And I'm not even saying that Antonio Gibson needs to play, literally low minutes. But even if he touches the ball 10 to 12 times at a very efficient manner in high-quality situations, right? Screens, the pitch, whatever. Even like third and longs, if you need a draw, Gibby could be your guy. Get him in space, work with things, and all of a sudden you can get a huge run out of Antonio Gibson. Bijan adds nothing to this team. Zero things to this team. Nothing. Because literally, our offense doesn't change. We're just going to be a run-first team again.
No, we wouldn't.
And also, he won't have any holes to run through.
I disagree with that.
Because we have freaking Leno blocking for him.
I disagree with that.
I know you disagree, but I'm sure there's plenty of talented running backs later in the draft if you want to draft one. Tajay Spears seems to be going in the third or fourth round.
I don't really want to draft a running back. But my point is, if they took Bijan, I would not be mad.
It would be
at all, because it makes a lot of sense if they do it.
It doesn't.
Yes, you do. Yes, it does.
Look at the first round running backs. Where have they gone? After a team has drafted a first round running back, where have they gone?
You can make sense of it.
Even the Chiefs lost the Super Bowl the year after they drafted a running back. Actually, they didn't even make it to the Super Bowl. Clyde the Glide.
He's not Bijan.
That's fine, but Ezekiel Elliott, nowhere. Saquon
was Todd Gurley.
None of those guys
was Todd Gurley in the first round?
Yes, he was a first-round pick. He went to the Super Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl.
Todd Gurley was a first-round pick?
I believe he was. I'm pretty sure he was. They went to the dang Super Bowl with Todd Gurley.
Point is,
but not in the year one.
Okay,
yours a couple years later. Year 3, because he was drafted in 2015. They went in 2017.
You're trying to say is, you need a team.
Correct.
That goes for any position.
But no, not a team. No, you need 3 specific things. And then the rest are ancillary, and you're good.
You can say that. Yes, you can say that. Sure, you can say that.
And right now we're lacking in one of those.
What I'm saying is, adding someone like Bijan to what we already have, you're unstoppable. You're not being stopped.
We don't have a true number 1 tight end. That's why Michael Mayer would actually make this offense way different.
I don't, like I said, I don't. And it's the same. That's why I say it's the same thing.
Brian Robinson is way better at running back than anything we have in the tight end room.
I disagree with that.
It's not even a conversation.
I'm not even.
Armani Rogers might be a receiving threat, but he is not a blocker.
I need to hear that again. What is that you just say, Tim?
Brian Robinson is a better running back than any tight end is a tight end in our tight end room.
Ooh.
That's not even close.
He's okay to me.
He's not hold you.
All of that.
I don't disagree.
But we don't have anything in all that in the tight end room. John Bates is solely a blocker. Cole Turner and Amani Rogers are solely receiving. Logan Thomas ain't healthy, and he's getting older.
All I'm saying is, if you add both of them, you get the same dynamic. Or add one of them.
No, you don't get the same dynamic because you don't get that game-changing tight end safety blanket type guy for Howell.
Game-changing player.
We already have one in Antonio Gibson at running back. So why do we even need to bother?
He could be better than Bijan, but Ron Vera and them screwed him over. But no, they're not. They're clearly stating that he's not even going to be a running back anymore, basically. So Gibby's not even a running back no more, basically. Clearly. So he's basically a receiver. So really, the only running back we have is Brian Robinson. And all I'm saying is, if we were to draft Bijan,
which is a fine running back. He is nice. Brian Robinson is nice.
Cool. He's cool. He's cool. That's all he is.
He is nice.
He's cool.
He is impossible to bring down, dragging 4 Eagles through him.
He's cool. He's nothing special to me.
He always hits on 3rd and shorts.
All I'm saying is, if you drop
he's
Bijan,
because he lacks breakaway speed. You know why he's saying this, Tim. Come on now.
I don't care.
You put Bijan on this roster, there should be no excuse.
Does Isaiah Pacheco or Miles Sanders have breakaway speed? The 2 running backs in the Super Bowl?
Isaiah Pacheco definitely has breakaway ability.
Oh, yeah, I don't think he has breakaway speed.
Isaiah Pacheco.
What is Isaiah Pacheco's?
This is my issue. You keep mentioning these dudes. None of them are Bijan.
My point is these guys were in the Super Bowl because both teams had great offensive lines, they had great defensive lines, and they had great quarterbacks. You
can say that.
And game-changing tight ends.
That's why they are there. And what I'm saying is, you adding Bijan to what we already have, we would be there as well.
Isaiah Pacheco ran a faster 40 than I thought.
That's all I'm saying.
He ran a 4.37. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'm going to say, Isaiah gets out of there now. Hold on. Isaiah Pacheco pretty fast.
That's all I'm
now,
saying.
to Tim's argument, I'm going to moderate here. We're going to time out technical foul on this one. To Tim's point, we've seen elite running backs not go to the Super Bowl. Derrick Henry, not been to the Super Bowl. Saquon Barkley, haven't been to the Super Bowl. These guys have not been to the Super Bowl.
Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook. The list goes on. What's his name? The kid for the Steelers for a long time. Oh my goodness.
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell when he was at the top of the game. No Super Bowl. Like these top tier. Adrian Peterson never Super Bowl.
The only top running back in the league when he was the top of this game.
Lynch.
And went to the Super Bowl was Todd Gurley recently.
No, Marshawn Lynch. Todd Gurley actually was legit too. So Todd Gurley and Marshawn Lynch. That's true.
I like last 10 years. Like 2012 is like right outside that 10-year window.
Okay, that's fine. In the last 10 years.
Okay. Last 10 years, the only dude was Todd Gurley. Was the last 15? Todd Gurley, Marshawn Lynch. That's it. So I do get Tim's argument here. Jarris's point is, I don't care. Give me elite players. Don't care what position they play. They're elite. I want elite. Now I understand that as well. I don't disagree with that at all. I will say this, though. I'm only going with Tim only because our run game isn't horrible. If our run game was trash, I would want Bijan at 16. I'm not going to lie. Now, if
but the run game wouldn't be trash because of the running back.
If we down to 29 and we drafted Bijan and we got extra picks and we can go get a Luke Hargrave or a Musgrave.
The fact that y'all keep speaking about Bijan as if he's a one-dimensional player is baffling.
He
could be the best running back of all time. I don't care.
That's the issue. You keep looking at it as just a freaking running back.
He's an elite player. Period. Elite player, and I don't deny.
He adds 2 different dimensions to the game, which opens up your offense completely.
We already have a guy like that in Antonio Gibson.
He's gone for this year too.
My point is, thank you, Protect. My point is by
draft a running back when he's gone.
My point is by adding that particular player to what you already have, you're unstoppable.
Who's your left tackle and who's your starting tight end?
You still can get that.
Let me ask you a question, Jared. So I'm gonna ask you. All right, is it only Bijan? Can we add Jahmyr Gibbs and get the same results? I want to hear this. Can you get the same results with Jahmyr Gibbs and you'll get with Bijan Robinson? So we get spicy now, aren't we? Got him.
You would get it. You would get it, but it wouldn't be as high end.
Okay.
What about Tajay Spears?
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I said what I wanted. I want to trade back, and I want Dalton Kincaid. If Michael Mayer is not there,
all I'm saying. And
Michael Mayer is not there at 16, get the heck out of 16, and give me Dalton Kincaid.
If you drafted Bijan, you can let go of Curtis and Gibby and be fine. Even though I think we should keep one of them. Who's the younger one? I think Gibby's the youngest. How old is Gibby? You know what?
Yeah, Gibby's younger.
Gibby, until Gibby gets some surgery done on his toe, I don't really trust that. But because I don't
really care for Gibby either. My point is Brian Robinson is nice.
No.
He is a nice starting running back. He is completely a Super Bowl caliber running back. 100%.
Next topic.
Dude, what's his name? What's his name? Who's the running back Daryl oh crap, what the heck was the Kansas City running back a few years ago? Johnson? No, I don't even remember his name. He's so trash. He went to the Bears. Daryl Williams or something?
Yeah, Darrell Williams.
Darrell Williams.
The Super Bowl.
Darrell Williams won the Super Bowl as the starting running back and had a good game.
I want
so Jared Patterson is a Super Bowl running back.
James White is a guy that took over against the Kansas City Chiefs.
J.D. McKissick is a Super Bowl running back.
Third down.
Rex Burkhead that's my point. I agree.
Rex Burkhead.
I agree. You don't need a top of the line running back. I don't know. Keep going even deeper for the last 20 years.
Point is,
you're missing my point because I don't agree. I disagree.
B. John to this roster, there is not a team in the league that's stopping you.
Yeah, 100% you can stop a running back.
We're gonna go to the B. John thing. The B. John
Derrick Henry can get stopped.
It's not going nowhere. It's not going.
Derrick Henry gets stopped.
This is what you keep thinking. You keep calling him a running back. He brings more to the game than just running the football.
I'm muting y'all. Enough. I say enough. That enough. God darn it. We're cursing him. Stop it. All right. So we're done with the Bijan thing. Let's shift to Michael Mayer. Okay? Michael Mayer or any other tight end.
No, there's only one. Well, there's two tight ends I'd be interested in this draft. Two.
Who besides Michael Mayer, who's that one?
Washington. Darnell Washington in the second. He's the only other tight end that has the ability to have a receiving game and a blocking. Maybe somebody deeper. I do like Gendorf late. He's a sleeper pick. You may be able to get him in the 6th round or 7th round. Very much a sleeper that has high potential. I think. I like that guy a lot.
I like Bree tight ends. I like Mayer 1. 1A would be Dalton Kincaid, and 1B will be...
Yeah, but Dalton Kincaid, you may as well be drafting a receiver. He's not a complete tight end. You're drafting...
You're drafting Zach Ertz!
You want to draft Zach Ertz! You want to draft the daggone big wide receiver anyway.
Not in the 1st round.
Well...
I'm not drafting the biggest receiver or AJ Perry in the 2nd round. I'm looking for a guy like Ford in the 5th round or 6th round.
We need a big receiver,
and that's fine if we don't go big receiver. I don't think that's a big deal or anything. That's just something that's small. That's why I want to draft it late if available. I'm actually fine with an undrafted free agent with some potential maybe that if you want to go after that too. Biggest needs are O-line, tight end in my opinion, a true number 1 tight end. A corner and a linebacker. Safety is the 5. That's my top 5.
I get the he can't block.
He's better than Zach Ertz. If Zach Ertz had another ceiling.
On top of that, right now, if you put Dalton Kincaid on this roster right now, he's tight end 1. Period. He's better than Logan Thomas. He's better than Cole Turner. He's better than Amari Rodgers. Period.
I mean, you could get a lot out of Amari Rodgers in a similar fashion than you can a Kincaid.
If you can,
a receiving threat.
I mean, you wouldn't get it to the extent. That's the thing.
Jordan Reed and Vernon Davis all over.
If you want, the thing is,
remember that? Do you forget that?
You want a high end.
I want Mayer personally, but if I can't get Mayer, I'll take Kincaid in a heartbeat.
Dude, you want a guy that can do both. We already have we have multiple receiving threats. We have multiple blockers, or at least one blocker in John Diggs.
I wouldn't mind taking Mayer at 16. It wouldn't bother me.
I'll take Mayer.
Like I said,
I'm only taking Kincaid if we got out of 16. I'm not taking Kincaid at 16. Let me be much more specific about that. We got out of 16.
I don't think Mayer's out the realm of possibility.
You tell me sitting in the 20s, I would draft Dalton Kincaid. You tell me I'm drafting Dalton Kincaid at the 16th pick, and I might get any extra draft.
Mega keeps saying we got endless tight ends that can catch. Who can catch outside of Amari Rodgers?
And I'm not. Why can't Kincaid develop blocking?
Who else can catch
don't understand
outside of
that.
Armani Rogers? Don't say John Bates because he sucks. He's a body catcher. He really can't catch. So don't say John Bates. Get him out of my face. He's offer absolutely no receiving threat. Logan's old and washed.
I'm
He
not
can't
saying.
do nothing.
I'm only taking
So,
Maris. I'm taking the tight end.
Really, I don't know why they say they like the tight end room. The tight end room is terrible outside of Armani Rogers. And Cole Turner. And Cole Turner still has a ceiling to him. It's just we didn't use him. So and Cole Turner. So Rodgers and Turner. So that's 2 tight ends. Hodges not gonna get no PT. You on a practice squad, so I'm not counting him.
Yeah, it'll be between Cole Turner and Armani Rogers. If you believe in their potential, cool. I don't mind that. But at the same token,
I don't believe in the health.
Yeah,
Our whole tight end room got hurt last
Armani
year.
will stay healthy, and I don't know what's up with Cole. So
We need some girth. I think all those guys are like kind of slender.
Which is why I like Washington a second ago. Or
I like
Gindorf. Gindorf's huge.
I like him too.
No,
Gindorf is massive.
You need high end. I'm not drafting no tight end this year if it's not high end. It'd just be the same thing.
Gindorf has big potential. I'm not kidding.
Well, I'm not.
They never used him in the pass game, so he's going to be a sleeper. But he has a lot of potential.
Let him sleep.
All right, we get off this topic.
We need a high end.
We switch the topic. We've been arguing for 20 minutes about this. All right, so let's go ahead and switch.
I'll continue to argue about it. 20 more minutes.
Stuff.
I'm just kidding. I said I'll continue to argue about it for 20 more minutes, but I was just kidding.
We're not doing that. I'm sorry. I will mute both of y'all if y'all think that's what happened. We're going to shift to some stuff up the 95 corridor. Mr. Odell Beckham Jr. has found a new home with the Baltimore Ravens up 95. And I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on Odell being signed now.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean for Odell? What does it mean for the Ravens? It wasn't mean for one Lamar Jackson. Is Lamar like, okay, I'm cool, now we got Odell, or you still think, get me out of here? My fault. Get me out of here. I can't do this no more. Get me out of here. What are your thoughts on that? I'm going to start with Tim on this one.
I like the signing, and I know that it was up to $18 million. I don't know exactly how that breaks down into what, because I think it's kind of crazy to pay him $18 million if that's his big cap hit. But if it's a lot of incentive base, I'm fine with that. He still has tremendous ability. He can catch. The radius is insane. He can get open. The only thing I guess he lacks is a size at 5'11", 198, but he could do it all anyway. So it doesn't matter. He was a top receiver in the league for a long time for a reason, right? Before he went to the Browns. Now, he did come off the ACL. Did he play at all last year?
No.
Okay, he didn't get signed by anybody. I know that was like a thing. So he's coming off the ACL tear. He's going to be over a year and a half-ish from that. I do think there is risk involved, which is why I think that it should be very incentive loaded. But I think that
he's over 30 now.
Yeah, he's 30 years old now. I do think this is a big piece that Lamar Jackson would have wanted coming in. But at the same time, I don't think Lamar Jackson and the team are talking. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong for both of their sakes. I think he needs to be talking to the Ravens because that's his only way to play in 2021. Do we all agree? Or 2023, rather. Sorry, I just read 2021. That's what I meant. But 2023. That's his only way is staying with the Ravens. 0 teams are interested in trading for Lamar Jackson and paying him a massive contract. So they need to be in contact, but I don't think they are. So I think this is more of just, we just went out and signed a guy that we wanted. And the only hope for the Ravens is that Odell Beckham and Lamar are in conversations behind the scenes, and that's going to entice him to come back. Maybe they are, maybe they don't.
They were on FaceTime last night after the signing. They were on FaceTime with each other. So.
They were on FaceTime with each other?
Yeah, they were on FaceTime with each other.
Okay, there you go. Well, then, but I just don't know what Lamar is going to do. Like, is he going to take a more reasonable contract where it's going to be more like, I mean, it could be $150 million guaranteed if he wants it to, but it has to be 5 years, 6 years for $250, $300 million. Like, you're not getting a fully guaranteed deal at $250 million or even $150 million. with his injury history and with the lack of leadership when he didn't come to the game, that was a big deal. But really, it's the injury problem.
But you could make the argument that he deserved more than 150 million guaranteed because Kyler got 160, and Kyler only studied.
That's fine. Okay, I'm sorry. Like I didn't mean it like literally 150 exactly, but yeah, if you want to say 175 over 6 years out of 300 million, that's fine.
I think Lamar should get about 185, 190 over 6 years. Something like that. Guaranteed. But,
I mean, because everybody's looking at what the Browns did, and nobody wants to do what the Browns did.
No one's doing what the Browns did.
And
5 years for the
especially not a team as smart as the Ravens. Like the Ravens are not going to be stupid.
Nah.
And I'm not Lamar Jackson, so I don't know if I could turn down.
He doesn't want a fully guaranteed contract. He just want a portion guarantee higher than Deshaun's. That's been a report.
$250 million.
In my mind, I'm thinking a portion is somewhere in his contract is higher than.
Yeah, but right now the guaranteed money for Watson was $250 million.
Yeah,
230.
but that's the 250 million.
230. Okay.
230. Or 230, whatever.
He looking at about 240.
I'm looking at it as if you're saying a portion. Are you talking about what are you talking about per year?
No, so $235 million guaranteed over 6 years for $300 million.
Guaranteed contract. Unless he's asking
it's not fully, it wouldn't be fully guaranteed.
Unless he's asking for just that number just to pop up, just to say, hey, this is what the contract looks like. So it was like 5 years, 163, 230 million or 235 million. That's what he wants, just to have the number there. Okay, if that's what you want to see. But you're not going to get that.
Yeah.
First off,
go ahead.
No one should trade for him. Good.
Agreed.
I'm not trading for you. Sit down somewhere. Nobody needs you. Sit down. You stand in New England or wherever we play. Baltimore.
Yep.
Yeah. No one needs to trade for him. No one needs to pay him. That's their only option. Okay. He's playing this year one way or the other. He doesn't have another choice nor another option. Because if you don't play, teams are definitely not going to look at you because, hey, you missed a lot of games the past 2 seasons and you just missed an entire year. You think I'm about to go? No, I'm good. No one's doing that. So he's not doing anything but hurting himself. So either you're going to pay on the tag or you're going to take that 3 years, 133 and shut up. Honestly, I was talking and I said, give him 3 years, 163 and get him out your face. And he just need to sign that. Stop crying.
Fully guaranteed?
Fully guaranteed 3 years, 163. That should give him, what's that, 54 a year. I think that's higher than that is the highest. That's what Aaron Rodgers getting a year. So that's the highest paid per year. That's what I mean by portion. He wants to see 3 years, 163, and go get out my face.
So, but that would be a fully guaranteed deal.
Fully guaranteed. If Lamar's asking for 200 and they're saying 133, meet them in the middle. What's the issue?
The issue is that he's not worth 150 or 160
I
million
believe
dollars.
he's not. Listen, okay. Deshaun Watson contract doesn't exist. Okay, you're not getting that because that doesn't even. Deshaun didn't deserve what Deshaun got, so that's totally different. Right here, now the real contract you should be looking at is Aaron Rodgers' contract because was the last person that was the highest paid. So you look at what he got and what Lamar he got. What 2 years, 100 million?
2 years, that's what it was.
50 million a year. So 3 years and just go above what Rodgers got.
I don't know. I wouldn't pay him more than what Aaron Rodgers got. I wouldn't have paid Aaron Rodgers what Aaron Rodgers got.
You can cash in after the 3 years and get your 300 million if you want. It's just 3 years. Or they might come back to the table. Or you can go a different route. They're going to incentivize your contract.
If I was the Ravens, I would guarantee $235 million, but make the contract like 7-8 years.
If you Lamar, honestly speaking, take a page out of Patrick Mahomes' book.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I would want it like a Patrick Mahomes.
10 years, 465.
They're not doing that.
300 guaranteed. Boom.
They're not going
300.
Only 100 and something was guaranteed to Pat Mahomes. It would be let's say 240, 235 million guaranteed, but it's an 8-year contract, 400 million.
I'm doing 10 years, 250 guaranteed.
And that's a fair deal for both sides. It's $50 million a year. Lamar Jackson's set for the rest of his life.
They set for generations.
You know what? I'll give him 4 years. I want a way to get out his contract if he gets hurt. 3 years. If I'm the Ravens, I want to wait some kind of way to get out of his contract. Figure out a way to get out of his contract. If he
front load it.
That means you can sign a bonus then.
Yeah, whatever. Front load, whatever. Get a front load
and sign a bonus.
But there's no way you give a guy like that fully guaranteed money. That's just silly. If you're a legit organization, you don't do something like that.
Kirk Cousins made Lamar.
Lamar.
Yeah, and look where that's got the freaking Vikings. First round exits almost every year.
Asking for a bit much right now. He's saying he's not, but what are you asking for exactly? If they're giving you 133, you're asking for something higher than that. So over 150 for sure.
He did not get offered $135 million. That didn't happen.
That's what he said out his mouth.
I know. I did. I just
3 years.
And if that wasn't, it wasn't. It was just a starting offer, knowing full well that's ridiculous. 135 million and 45. I wish he would take that.
That's ridiculous.
Because right now quarterbacks are getting 50 million plus a year.
So you saying that's less, right?
Dude, I would love it if the Ravens, if I could get 100, if I can get him at 45 million at this point with the crazy.
Yeah, so I believe he wants what is higher than Deshaun, the portion he wants the most a year. So just give him that. Year? Even if it's 51, a little bit more than Rodgers, give him that 2 years, 3 years. What you know the math.
I think he wants a fully guaranteed contract. That's what I think he wants.
Fine, that's cool. If you want a fully guaranteed, and what you asking for,
I think it's more ridiculous.
More a year, 3 years, 153.
Lamar Jackson gets an Achilles injury. Lamar Jackson is done. Career's over, basically.
Well, that's why you got to find a way to get out his contract some way.
You know, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, even Josh Allen. If any of these guys have an Achilles injury, they can continue to play.
Because Jalen Hurts is about to get money. Joe Burrow got to get money.
Even Jalen Hurts
and Justin
would be a good quarterback with that.
And nobody's going to I think Joe Burrow going to take a pay cut.
That would be smart.
Because he's going to want to keep Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. But T. Higgins is gone. You know how much he's gone. He's going to want 20 plus. But Jamar Chase is going to stay. So he want to bring back Jamar Chase. Jamar's going to get like 30.
I don't think Joe Burrow will say he's going to take a pay cut, but he has 10 years contract.
He's going to take a pay cut.
Sit up, Protect. It's kind of hard to hear you when you sit back, I guess. I'm not sure.
I was saying, hey, the 10 years, 450, not going to restructure anytime. That's how Mahomes would get all his money, but still they win. They put a clause in there so I can restructure.
They be getting.
That's how they win.
Also, but nobody's Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is on his own level.
It's Andy Reid.
What?
Andy Reid is a beast.
Andy Reid is a beast. But
because
Patrick
they
Mahomes
lose talent. They don't
special.
get talent. Most of their talent they have gotten is mostly on the defensive end. And they just found random players in later rounds, like Sky Moore.
Shout to the
Leo Chenal, Nick Bolton.
Tim Jarrett's Protect. I witnessed losing football being Washington fans, but yet no one wants Lamar. Make it make sense.
How many more times do we got to make it make sense? I told you that in the comments. You seen my videos. Mm-hmm. I don't need to make more sense of it. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask everybody in the chat a question. Let's say we trade for Lamar, we give him 50 a year. He tears his ACL. We will suck for the next decade. Are you cool with that? Yes or no?
Also, one more thing is we literally cannot afford Lamar Jackson right now.
Exactly.
We have $2 million in cap space.
So are you willing to do that? Because here's the thing. Not only will that happen. No, I'm not going to say he's going to tear his ACL, but let's say that does happen. Jonathan Allen's not going to continue to want to stay here because you're rebuilding. Deron Payne's going to ask for a trade. Terry's definitely leaving. So now you'll essentially be in a reboot and you will suck for another decade where we're already building something up and we have a stud QB with a ton of potential and we're building. We are fine.
Years already.
Y'all just eager and dire for stuff. That's stupid. Don't get stupid. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. Let's go get Lamar. At what cost?
Let's go get Caleb Williams at what cost? How about that?
Gibby's got
if Howell doesn't work out, of course, I want him to work out. So, and you're
you
thinking
get
about
Lamar, you can't re-sign nobody.
negative place. Yo, we don't have enough cash. That we got. Put on
And
these
people
players.
been saying, well, Lamar's more worth than all the players that you're talking about that you'll lose. Those are the players we need to succeed. He didn't take Pittsburgh to the Super Bowl yet, did he?
Now the question. Now, this. How about the whole Lamar thing? I'm gonna end it with this. We're gonna end this whole Lamar thing with this. I'm gonna ask both y'all this question.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all answer to this question, what I think it is, then it deads everything. Is Lamar Jackson a true franchise quarterback? Is he a force multiplier? Does he make the players around him better? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's why they say these things.
The answer to the last question, I can't say yeah.
Okay, cool. That's why if with Tim's answer, that's why they want Lamar. Because okay, cool. We might lose this player, but he's a true franchise quarterback, and franchise quarterbacks cover the weaknesses of your team.
Okay.
Period. That's why they want Lamar. I'm not saying we need to go get Lamar. I'm not saying I'm agreeing with it or I'm disagreeing with it. All I'm saying is the reason why they want Lamar because they think he's a force multiplier and he can cover weaknesses on the team.
And he can't.
As long as he stays healthy.
He can't. Because when he was healthy, he still couldn't get Baltimore anywhere. So
he was never healthy by the end of the year.
He's played in a playoff game with the Ravens.
I know, but he's always banged up by that time.
Now he's banged up. He got hurt in the playoff game. RG3.
Yeah, well, he's gotten hurt the last 2 seasons at the end of the year. Missing several games at the end of the year.
Once again, how can you be a
well, right now,
player
look, see, on the field? And I'll rebuttal what you just said, Protect. Yeah, I love Lamar. Lamar's a stud. As far as when healthy, that dude is incredible. Most dynamic football player, arguably, in the NFL. I mean, it's insane what he can do on the football field. He could throw just fine. Like, arguably, maybe at least, I would say definitely top half of the league, top 12 thrower. And then you have unbelievable legs. He could literally be like the number 1 running back if he played that, but then he could also throw. So I don't hate Lamar. The thing is Lamar that much better than Sam Howell, plus 2 first-round picks, plus a loss of $50 million plus a year in cap space? That is the difference. That we have to get it here, right? We have to level it out completely. Not is Sam Howell better than Lamar Jackson? I know that Jairus believes so. Obviously, at this point, we can't say that because we haven't seen enough from Sam Howell. But some people think that Sam Howell's literally better than Lamar Jackson. I'm not going that far at all because there's zero proof of that.
You can't say it right now, no.
Yeah, but Lamar Jackson's clearly better than Sam Howell at this point. Sam Howell, on paper, is like the 30th best quarterback in the NFL, and Lamar is top 10 at worst case scenario. So it's clear difference here. But you have to make it both, and you have to worry about injuries because Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson because of his ability to run the football. If he's not, maybe down the road, and maybe even sooner rather than later, he can figure it out to be like that Michael Vick that later in his career figured out how to be much better of a passer than just relying solely on his legs as he got older. Maybe he could adapt. Very possible. I don't know that. And that's a huge risk.
This is Vic all over again.
Yeah.
Because Vic never, ever was healthy. He always was hurt in some
he played one full season in his career.
Some kind of form of fashion. Yep. And it's happening with Lamar early. And it's going to drag over.
I don't have any hatred for Lamar, other than the fact that he did not. Well, other than the fact that he didn't show up to that game, that actually is really disgusting to me.
Lamar's a beast, but
when you're trying to win a playoff game and you don't even show up to support your team, I think is insane. That's another reason that people don't want him.
Hey! You can make the same argument about a guy like Kyler Murray too, but he got paid. So all I'm saying is this: if y'all think he's a force multiplier,
but what did Kyler Murray get paid? What was his guaranteed money?
Okay.
160 over 4
You got, but you also got to look at. Okay, you keep saying it. You got to look at these teams. When was the last time Cardinals was anywhere?
They went to the playoffs before they got the year before they paid him. It was just in the playoffs the year before. It went 11-6, and then yes, they got smoked by the Rams. I know that. Okay, I'm bringing it up. But they were in the playoff game.
Okay. Before he got paid, before that, what were they?
They were trash.
Exactly.
Kyler Murray was only guaranteed $100 million.
If they get a QB with the caliber of Kyler Murray, they're going to pay him because that's all they have.
He had a 5-year, $189 million contract. So that's what, 48 a year?
For $230 and $160 million guaranteed. I'm going to go spot track. I want to make sure.
I'm looking at spot track right now. 5-year, $230 million.
Yeah, guaranteed at signing is 103. Total guarantees is 189.5.
Oh shoot, I was looking at that as the total contract, not total guaranteed. Okay, my fault. Guaranteed at signing was 103, guaranteed total was 189.
And that counts as rookie deal that he had.
Out of $230 million.
Yeah, but don't count the other $29 million that's in that 189 because that was his 5th-year option plus what he had left on his rookie deal. Because an extension.
Okay, so $189 million guaranteed over 5 years and a $230 million contract.
But the extension was 5 for $230 with $160 guaranteed. They add the extra $29 million from his rookie deal onto the guarantees.
But Lamar's not even accepting that contract.
I think he should.
Of course.
I think he should. That's value.
Being greedy. Nobody ain't got time for a greedy quarterback.
But a lot of players are greedy, unfortunately.
I wouldn't say that. It's just Lamar right now.
But yeah, this is what Brandon Cat said. Soundhouse sucks. He's a question.
I ain't entertaining that.
The ACC is garbage.
Wait, what is he not entertaining? I'll entertain it.
He said How's trash, basically.
Oh.
What do you think of Anthony Richardson?
Trash.
I think Anthony Richardson. I like him.
Trash.
Exactly.
I don't know why
he's a project. He's a project.
That's fine, but he could.
No, I like him.
Yeah,
but he has nothing on tape that's good.
I mean, he had a couple of good games. Florida did fall apart, though. That was disappointing with him.
Other than explosive play here and there. Everybody was, oh my gosh, Malik Willis, top 5 pick. I said, heck no. And I was the only one that said, heck no. Now they're trying to replace him. He got benched by Joshua Dobbs. And all Anthony Richardson.
What is the Titans doing? Why don't they trade for Lamar?
Anthony Richardson. They want Anthony Richardson, which is sad. Because you got
they picking?
I've been deep inside. They only want Richardson because they can't get Stroud again.
Where are the Titans picking?
If they had taken C.J. Stroud, they would draft C.J. Stroud.
Or Anthony Richardson. They had chance to draft 6'4" Malik Willis. That's all he is. A 6'4" Malik Willis.
You better draft Malik Cunningham.
Titans are drafting
Malik Cunningham.
Malik Cunningham. Shoot, bro.
First round pick on Anthony Richardson, bro. No funny.
Hey, it's a poor man's Lamar Jackson. Okay.
I mean, Lamar Jackson is incredible. I love Lamar as a player.
I've heard comps to Josh Allen with Anthony Richardson.
No. Everybody's gonna do that.
He was so raw. I think Richardson's way more raw than Josh Allen coming out of school.
He is.
He's just way more raw. He's way more athletic though. Like the athleticism is crazy.
He is.
The physical tools, I understand. The physical tools of Anthony Richardson are insane, and I would not argue with that. He can't throw. He just cannot consistently throw the darn football.
Well, that's what they said about Lamar.
But Lamar looked like a better passer than he did.
Yeah.
Lamar completed 65% of his passes in college. This man's completed 54% in his last year in Florida. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not touching that man on the first round pick. No way, bro.
It depends on who drafts him. He can be good. I think he can be. Him and Will Levis has the higher ceilings in this draft. They have potential franchise QB in them if developed correctly. Yes.
Lamar
But
Jackson only completed 59.1% of his passes his senior year.
Oh, for
as
I could score like 60.
as presently
Oh,
constructed,
my fault there. You got it. I know.
Anthony Richardson ain't it right now.
Anthony Richardson was
I know one
53.8 though.
season that
That's pretty
Lamar
bad.
played in Louisville. He completed more than 60% of his passes.
What?
I know one season he played in Louisville.
No, he didn't. Well, according to sportsreference.com, he didn't. His best year was his senior year at 59.1.
No season.
That's the only thing I agree with you with, Brandon. That's the first thing you actually said that actually had some weight.
But Anthony Richardson, only 53.8%, 2,500 yards, 17 touchdowns, 9 picks in 12 games. Lamar Jackson had 27 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, so better touchdown to interception ratio. Yeah, so yeah, you could definitely say the one thing I guess is a little different is the ACC overall is probably easier to play in, or not probably, is easier to play in than the SEC overall. I also don't know what like the full teams looked like. But Anthony Richardson is a very intriguing quarterback that I don't compare him to.
Not intriguing. I'm not spending a first round pick on him. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, if I was the Colts, I would.
The
Colts are rebuilding.
I said this. Listen, look.
Huh?
The fourth pick in the draft.
Fifth pick. I think.
I don't
Yeah.
think any.
Fourth pick. Yeah.
No, sir. I'm not doing
That's
that.
the same thing I'm with all these QBs. None of these QBs are top 10 picks. None of them. That's just me being real. None of them. Man, CJ Stroud on the top 10 pick. He's not a top 10 talent at all. He's a starting QB. He's average. He's not a top 10 talent in this draft at all.
I'm not a CJ Stroud.
But
whoa.
Them being picked. What?
He threw 41 touchdown passes. 41.
Look who he's throwing to.
Okay, outside Marvin Harrison Jr.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. Jackson Smith and Jigba. He had Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson the previous year. Don't give me that bull jive. I don't want to hear that. His numbers are inflated. He's average. What I'm saying is this. The Colts would be a good fit. Just not at 4. But they're going to go quarterback anyway. That's how these things work. They're going to go QB anyway, so they have to take him at 4. That is the stupidest thing in the world.
If I was...
You have to take him.
I would take, like, if I was Detroit, I would take him because I don't like Jared Goff. Tennessee, I think I would take him.
Detroit makes sense, but
New Orleans, I wouldn't mind, even though they didn't they pay Derek Carr actually a decent size contract?
Of money. But Detroit makes sense because he can sit behind Jared Goff, and Jared Goff wouldn't be going anywhere anytime soon. And take him a long time to develop because he's
the Raiders. I would totally draft him if I was the Raiders.
Yeah.
Right now they have Jimmy G. Absolutely not. I would totally draft him.
I mean, I don't think that'd be ideal for him, but yeah, sure.
I ain't gonna lie. I like Hendon Hooker for the Raiders in the second round.
You know who also would be interesting, to be honest?
Hendon Hooker's terrible.
Seattle Seahawks.
He a bad pass.
That makes sense too.
Let's stop that.
At 20, Seattle at 20 is a good spot for him. I like that. Seattle at 20. That's a good spot for Anthony Richardson. Geno contract will be up in 3 years. If Geno's
Tampa Bay?
Yeah, Tampa's a good spot for him at 19. He can sit behind Baker.
And he already is in Florida, so he's a hometown guy.
Yeah, so that's perfect.
There's a lot of teams that I would be interested in trading. Actually, what in the world is Tampa Bay doing for quarterback? Baker?
Yeah.
Baker.
I don't know. If I was Tampa, I might be in that Lamar
They
Jackson.
still might. You don't know what they're going to do on draft day. Anthony Richardson could fall. He might not because the Titans want him at 11. So he might not. The Titans think about trading up to go get him. They'll be stupid as
Green Bay is going to be in that conversation.
They got Jordan Love.
I don't know. I don't know if they're super excited about Jordan Love.
They are.
They excited to trade Aaron Rodgers away.
Houston's already got a top 2 pick.
The Jets. I don't think they just got a first. Dude, just got first? No, they got no first this year.
I do.
They're trading it away for Rodgers.
Jets have a 13. Well, no, I don't think they're going to.
They're not going to get a 1. They're not going to get a 1 for that, man. They're going to get 2 2s for that boy. Get out of here.
But Anthony Richardson's, no.
He just too raw for me. I'm sorry. I'll pass.
Stroud probably going to go to either the Panthers or the Texans.
Why are the Jets the only one? Oh, no, wait, that's right. Because Aaron Rodgers said he wants to play for New York. That's why. There's actually
Yeah.
more quarterback needy teams than I was giving credit for. I think some of these teams should be in the conversation for Lamar. I think New England should be.
I honestly believe. I think Tennessee should do it.
New England shouldn't be. Because if Lamar truly wants his career ended, go to New England.
Why?
Because all they do is run. They do not throw. And he's going to be a part of that run game. He will
Sounds
be there.
good.
They're going to run that boy into the ground.
I'm scared, bro.
I think Tampa should be in the conversation.
And Bill Belichick, and as much as I love Bill,
I think the Chiefs should. No, I'm just kidding.
He absolutely sucks at building offense. So Bill would be terrible.
Oh man, I think
Nobody should be. The Jets should be the only team interested in Lamar. That's it. The Jets.
they want Rodgers. They want old man Rodgers.
Yeah, but if they don't get Rodgers, you can make a beeline. Hey, we gonna go get Lamar.
I'm sorry. When you pay Alonzo $40 million, bro, you need to go.
Everybody's waiting until draft night to see how it shakes out.
You pay Alonzo.
If Lamar gets traded, it's going to be on draft night.
I don't think he'll get
No
traded.
one's gonna trade for him.
I don't know. It depends on how these quarterbacks fall.
No one has money. You're not gonna just draft day.
Hold on. I don't know about that.
Let's make Atlanta work. Let's make it work.
I don't know everybody's money situation, but I'm about to look it up.
No one has money.
Except for the Bears. And the Bears not doing it.
I'm not doing that. You basically have Lamar Jackson with a stronger arm on your roster at QB.
All right, effective cap space available.
Atlanta is not where Lamar's going. Sorry, not sorry. It's all that quarterback position is filled with the proper quarterback already. Sorry, not sorry.
There isn't a lot of money out there. You guys are actually true.
And
Exactly.
It's just the Bears. The Bears had $1 million money. They had $1 billion trillion. They spent
Everybody like, let's spend all our money so we don't have money for. They said, let's just make this clear, evident. We ain't got the money. I mean, we would. They probably come out. They put deep down. They like, we won't, but we ain't got the money. If we had the money, we would.
But there is so many interesting quarterbacks this year in the draft too.
I'm not responding to that.
What?
Brandon, he made enough outlandish comments. He gets up.
Either Ritter and Heineke or not.
I'm not even responding.
Ritter's still a bit of a project to me personally, but I like Ritter though. I like Jarris thinks he's the second coming of Tom Brady or Peyton Manning or something, but
you call him baby.
To me, he might be Mariota 2.0. So Atlanta should probably be in that conversation, but they don't have a lot of money either.
They spent on the safety.
They have $9 million, or so $10 million basically in cap space.
Cool.
Hey,
Atlanta.
Hey, be respectful in the comments.
No, Atlanta got their franchise QB already.
Yeah, we don't have to call anybody dumb.
Yeah, cut it out in the comments section. You ain't playing that. I will boot you out. I'll boot you out the chat.
We're just trash against Alabama. He started 4 years in Cincinnati because he wasn't good enough. He does have problems. I do agree with that. I don't think that Ritter's this all end all be all, but I think there's some potential in there. I think
Ritter can be good. Ritter had some moments last year too. Like
not nearly as high on him as that was Jarris.
I like
That's Jarris' boy.
Ritter.
But you know who I'm high on? Drew Lock.
Bro,
That makes sense.
let that go, bro.
Drew Lock. I don't wish injuries upon anybody. But if Geno could miss a few games, I don't know, paternity leave. I don't. If you could miss a few games and give Drew Lock an opportunity, I'm all for it.
Lock get a month. Lock get a month. Or they spanked the whole NFC West and they got a month for them to chill out.
Yeah.
That division's too tough. But if they're in NFC South, they could probably get away with that. Spank the whole division, win the division by week 15, take a month off.
If I want Drew Lock on the field so bad. So bad. Oh, I love that guy. I
ain't being sensitive, bro. I was not even disrespect, bro.
You talking about them people in the chat. He ain't talking to you.
I don't know. We don't. Nobody's sensitive, but also we don't need to be mean. That's all. It's fine. We're all good. Everybody's good.
Yeah, I am already sensitive.
Except for Protech, he's not good. But everybody else is good.
I'm straight.
No.
I got some Henny right here. I'm good sometimes. All right, let me stop trolling. But no, in all seriousness though, let's get to this NBA though. We ain't talking about the NBA stuff yet. So the playoffs around the corner.
You know what? Before we get to the playoffs, I have a question.
Sure.
It's NBA though. It's NBA related. I saw this interesting thing. I don't know if it's ever happened before or what. But right now, we all know that Joel Embiid is the highest points per game. Jason Tatum, though, has the most total points in the NBA because he's played more games.
I that too. I said, dang.
But Giannis has the most points per minute.
What?
Who is the true scoring champion in the NBA? Giannis has the most points per minute played. Embiid has most points per game, but Jason Tatum has the most points total.
Ooh. I gotta go efficient.
All of them averaging over 30 points a game, if I do remember correctly.
I'm gonna give it to Giannis because efficiency. You scored the most points per minute in the league. That's kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie to you. And maybe he wasn't like. Maybe if he actually played all 82, he'd been all right. But also Embiid didn't play all 82, so I would go with Giannis. I would go with Giannis.
Yeah, because Tatum played 74,
82,
Embiid played 66 games, and Giannis played 63. I hate
74.
He played 74 games out of 82, so he missed 8 games. Tatum did 66 for Embiid
and
63 for Giannis. So in that case, I hate the load management. I think Tatum should get the scoring title for scoring the most points in the 2022-2023 season.
I won't disagree with that.
And that could be a way to fight load management.
Yeah, and with players with Embiid, I understand it because Embiid just gets hurt. And you lose Embiid, the Sixers are going to stink, and that's what.
I guess you're saying if players want to get the scoring title, they have to play more. I guess that's what you're saying. Instead of load management. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if you want to have the scoring title, you have to score the most points total.
What if they say, okay, what if this happens? That guy comes out, you miss 2 games, he drops 30 and 30, that's 60, and the next guy comes out and just drops 60 in one game.
Well,
65 in one game. So essentially, I still can win the scoring title playing less games.
Yeah. No, wait. That's fine. If you score the most points and you played the less games, then absolutely you should win the scoring title because now your points per game are through the roof, and you scored the most total points. But I feel like both of them.
I don't think it go that way though, because if I played one game and I score 80 points, nobody will ever reach that if I set for the rest of the season. So technically speaking, I got the scoring title.
Facts.
I think it's a certain amount of games.
I think it's a certain amount. Like you got to play a certain amount of games, and you have to reach those certain points.
Because that'd be cheating if somebody did that. I can get like 20 scoring titles. Let me set the mark here, 70. Ain't nobody gonna get that.
Okay. Now, who's MVP?
Embiid all day. Embiid all day. Embiid.
Embiid got to do something in the playoffs.
And it's not even biased. It's just he literally had the best.
Just bias.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Yo, man, Jokic had a great season. I don't think he had the best season Embiid did. I'm sorry.
Jokic is him.
It's close. Jokic is him.
Okay, why is Embiid the MVP?
I mean, he is the MVP. He's the leading candidate right now. Yeah.
Why over Jokic?
Jokic is him.
Man. Sixers are better. That's it.
He's not a better player. Well, he's not a better player. He's a better defensive player, not offensive.
Yeah, that's why I think he can win the MVP. He's a better two-way player.
He's a better two-way. I'll give you that.
I'm pretty sure
offensively is a wash. Both of them can score. Both of them can pass. They can do. They can basically do everything.
Who's better offensive player?
Embiid's a much more dominant force.
Well, Nikola
Jokic
Jokic
is
is
the
averaging
best
over
offensive
twice
player.
as many assists.
Jokic,
Well, averaging
He's not
24
required-
points
He's
a
not
game.
required to pass.
24
He
and a half.
has James Harden to pass. He has James Harden.
he can't
He's not required
pass.
to pass. Jokic is everything to the Nuggets. If Jokic went down for
Okay,
a
so he's
game,
the best. He's the better overall offensive player.
See, people say that Jokic has a better team around him, but the Sixers had a better record without Embiid than the Nuggets had without Jokic.
No, that's cap. That's cap. They lying. They're lying there, and that's not me being biased. They're lying.
What? Who's lying?
I like Harden better than anything that the Nuggets have. Period.
And they have winning records with Jokic
24,
and without Porter and or without Murray. If they have winning records without those two, with Jokic on the court.
Jokic is him, bro.
So Jokic nearly averaging a triple-double. Also, the efficiency is unbelievable at 63.2%
I'll give you that.
from the field.
All right, Jokic's a better offensive player. All right,
And
I got it. All right,
he's 38.3% from downtown.
He's a better shooter.
He's nearly averaging 60 and 40.
and he got 2
On the
MVPs
day.
already on that resume.
Would he get
What Embiid
the
got?
first three-peat, I believe, since Jordan?
Embiid. What does Embiid got?
Embiid, what does he
Player.
Embiid have what?
You're not getting
got
away no
an
Embiid.
MVP.
Embiid gonna send your
And as
shot.
far as
Embiid.
defensively, Jokic is averaging 1.3 steals. Embiid's only averaging 1.0. But Embiid is averaging 1.7 blocks, where Jokic is only averaging 0.7. So he's protecting the rim better, is one Embiid. I don't think anybody is shocked by that.
Forget protecting the rim. I want the ball.
Both of them good in the turnover department. They average 3.5 turnovers.
What are you talking about?
If you block the ball, then your team still can get it.
Hey, I give
You
you that.
steal the ball, your team has it.
Yes, that's
Gonna
true.
get something back from you
So
too.
what category do you want? The blocking or the steals? Which one?
And as far as points are concerned, right? So Embiid's averaging 33.1 points, but he's only averaging 4.2 assists.
Okay.
So that's 8 more points, right? So that's 41 points. Where Jokic is averaging 24.5 points, but he's averaging nearly 10 assists. So that's basically 20 points. So he's averaging basically 44 points accounted for per game, assuming that none of these are threes. We're just counting assists as 2 points
Respect.
and nothing with 3. So he's averaging total points or more total points attributed
Embiid's not him.
than Embiid.
Like that, bro.
Also, Embiid is only 33% from downtown.
Now bias is getting into it. Don't play with Embiid like that. We're not doing that.
They're
Yeah,
both dogs. They both had tremendous seasons.
Oh yeah, I love Joker. Joker's a dog. Tip my
James
I don't know,
Harden is
man.
MVP on that team.
tip my cap to that, bro.
James Harden MVP on the Sixers.
And he's averaging more
Whoa, whoa,
rebounds
whoa,
per
whoa,
game,
whoa, whoa.
Jokic is.
Whoa. Harden's had a good season. No. Embiid got hurt today. We'll be getting swept in the play. We'll get destroyed.
James Harden old.
Same
now.
thing with the Nuggets. Nuggets are getting destroyed if they don't have Jokic.
James Harden old.
They might win a game. We're gonna get swept.
Embiid did destroy him in head-to-head. That's true. He had 47 on his head. But but Jokic still had a freaking game. I gotta look up the stats. I think it was was it 25 and I think he had a triple-double. Was it 25 and 12 or something? I made that up completely. Hold on.
30. I think he got 30 in that game, bro. I think it was
No,
30,
I think he was in the
12
20s.
and 10 or something.
I think he was in the
something
20s.
insane, though. It was
Giannis ain't getting no more MVPs. Giannis do the same thing. Run down the court and dunk and go back to the other end. That's it. He has no game but that. And you can't stop it. I mean, you can't say nothing about it, but that's all he do.
You can't stop it.
Yeah, in this game where Embiid had 47 and 18,
Giannis
Jokic
is not
had
skilled.
24, 9, and 8.
It really don't take no skill to run down the court and just dunk and then walk back the other way.
See, Uptown Dre says scoring wins, but but Joker has more points accounted for per game. So scoring wins, he gets more points.
You know what? I'm not even mentioning get him off my screen. Get him off my screen, please. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Get him off my screen.
Maxey on this channel. I'm not doing that today.
Get him off the screen.
Tyrese Maxey's name. Doing it. All right, that's about
The only thing I agree with is hard.
And neither can Tyrese Maxey. I can't disagree.
Tobias Harris is him.
What were the standings again?
And B is him too. Stop playing.
Maxey like that too. But Harden is old.
Not him.
Harden might.
The Sixers won one more game than the Nuggets did.
That's not his role. You know what? I'm not mistaken.
But they won one more game. But they played less games without Embiid played less games.
I don't know why you keep even that comment is.
That's all I want Maxey to do. Okay, Tyrese Maxey is him.
Nah, he hang on defense a little bit sometimes.
He's small.
Y'all best defensive player is who? I already know who it is.
It's Embiid.
Don't say Embiid. He come off the bench.
Who is it then?
He come off the bench for y'all. I believe he's still.
Yeah, you right. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Man, it used to be. It might be Matisse Thybulle for a while.
That's what I'm talking about. Matisse Thybulle.
So we traded Matisse during the season.
Y'all traded him?
Yeah, we traded him to Toronto.
Oh, y'all tripping.
I don't know why we did that. It was stupid. But we got like DeAnthony Melton and some other crap. I thought it was. But
I mean, I respect it. Anyway, back to this one.
Melton's our best defender now, though.
I think whoever wins it deserves it. I think both of them could have the arguments. I mean, Sixers have a slightly better record with one more win. A 33 point.
Give it to Draymond.
Double season.
I think Draymond should get it.
Actually, you know what? You're right. I repent. I apologize.
Nobody has as many technical fouls as he do. Can't stop that.
Thybulle is an overrated defender. Melton. Well, I said Melton's not best defender. It's not. Well, this season, they're not even close. But Thybulle's a pretty good defender.
Matisse Thybulle.
All right, now we can get into the playoffs. I just wanted those interesting conversations to be had.
We're going to look at the play-in because we're not in the playoffs yet. So
okay, play-ins.
Play-in. What's up to the play in the NBA now?
What happened to the Bulls? Did the Bulls fall off?
They felt the map. I don't know what the hell.
Oh my goodness.
That's my initial team.
Them fools fought the
Chicago, my real team.
Yeah.
You're a D Rose fan.
Yeah, he was
exactly.
a big D Rose
So I'm going for the Knicks, but he hasn't played basically all year because they want to watch these other players play. So
the play-ins.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. I don't know why it's not even pulling.
Well, it's Miami versus the Bulls and the Hawks versus the Raptors.
Miami just be coming out of no. Miami will go to freaking.
There's 4 people in the play-ins, right?
Yeah, 4 teams.
4 teams in the play-ins. Yeah, okay. So Miami versus the Bulls, Hawks versus the Raptors in the East, and you have the Lakers versus the Thunder, and Pelicans versus the Timberwolves.
No, it's Lakers versus Timberwolves, and it's Pelicans versus Thunder. I got it right.
Oh, okay. I see. Because like the 7 and 8 play, and the winner of that gets into the 7. Then the 8 will play the winner of the 9-10, and the winner of that gets into the 8. That's how they do it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I get it. So it's the Heat versus the Hawks, and the Raptors versus the Bulls, and the Lakers versus the Timberwolves, and the Pelicans versus the Thunder.
Yep.
Is Zion playing a lot this year or no? Is he
Zion been out for like 2 months, bro. I was over there for.
So he's not playing again.
Zion need to change his career to NFL.
That man just need to just stop.
Can he play left tackle?
Can he play left tackle? He can't play basketball.
That nigga move his feet. That nigga move his feet.
6'6", 284?
Not bad.
You know he can add weight.
Put on some weight.
You know he can add weight.
Man, eat that food, cuz. Eat that food, cuz.
I like Zion, too. I'm so sad that this guy doesn't play more. Because this guy...
Put Zion on some weight.
So explosive.
Hey, Ron, go ahead and put your bid in. Ain't nobody thinking about it.
I'm upset this guy never plays. I would love to see him more. I'm sure a lot of people are feeling that way. But anyway, okay. So we starting in the East or we starting in the West?
Let's start with the West. The West is very intriguing. The East, I don't really care who wins those days.
Okay, so the Lakers are definitely moving on because the refs want them in. So Lakers beat the Wolves.
Yeah. So
I have the Thunder upsetting the Pelicans.
No, I'm gonna take the Pelicans. They got too much talent.
it's gonna be a close game though. SGA is him though. He's a problem. So.
They got Brandon Ingram and all those boys over there.
They got more talent over there. I'm gonna say the Pelicans. This is gonna be close though. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I'm gonna say Thunder and Lakers. Yeah, I'm gonna take that one. Yeah, so I'm gonna take. If any,
Okay, so you have the Thunder, the Lakers. So it's Wolves versus Thunder. Oh, but Rudy Gobert is going to be suspended a game. But that's against the Lakers, right? So he'll be back for the other game?
If they win it. You gotta win it.
Huh?
Oh, I get what you're saying. Oh, yeah, if they lose it, yeah, he'll be back for
If they lose, they play
they'll
play the winner of that.
They play them, yeah. So
Is how they do
it. Even if he misses, yeah, they'll play the next game. He'll play the next game. So I have the Pelicans win that game, playing the Wolves. The Pelicans get in, the Wolves go home, and the Lakers play the Grizzlies and get destroyed. That's what I have. They're getting destroyed. Because Ja Morant is out for blood. He about to destroy everybody.
Ja's him.
Ja stopped toting 22s on Instagram. That'd be great.
Okay. Is he back playing? I was just looking at this.
Ja,
Is he
Ja
back playing?
Ja been playing.
Okay, good.
Ja's
Okay.
him.
So,
Look at the East, though.
all right, so I have the Lakers and I have the Wolves. I think those two make it. I do have the Thunder upsetting the Pelicans, though. That's my
I
that's
have
my goal.
Pelicans and Lakers.
So the Heat are going to beat the Hawks to move in on the
They about to destroy Miami. They suck now.
Wait, the Hawks are about to destroy Miami?
Hawks about to whoop they too. Just the combination of Young and Murray. I think it's just too much for them.
Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
The Heat are the most dangerous team in the East.
They
are
get in.
dangerous.
Because I don't care. It's something about them when they make it to the playoffs.
They're a problem.
They punching their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals immediately.
They're a problem.
They punching their ticket because Jimmy Butler goes out of his mind. He loses his mind because the playoffs.
Jimmy Buckets.
Atlanta has no chance in this game.
I'm gonna say no chance.
0. And I'm gonna go with Chirac versus Toronto.
You said the rap. Yeah, give me the rap.
Chicago.
Give me O Block, man. Give me O Block, man.
All right, so I have the Raptors beating the Bulls.
Give me O Block,
Chirac
man.
over the
Heat beating the Hawks. I have the Raptors in the playoffs over the Hawks.
Give me Chirac.
O Block, bang bang. You give me O Block. Yeah, I'm taking the Bulls over the Raptors.
No, I think the Raptors are going to make the playoffs. They get the 8. They get the 8 seed.
Ooh, I get in.
Yeah.
Get in.
Coaching.
It's
Coaching gets them in.
Ooh.
So all right, so you
Time
got
out. So the winner of that game gets the 8th seed.
No. The winner of the Bulls versus Raptors has to face the loser of the Heat Hawks.
Yeah.
And then, okay.
And then the winner of that game gets the 8. So the winner between the Heat and the Hawks gets the 7.
Oh, so the Heat going to the playoffs. Okay.
So if the Heat beat the Hawks, they're in. Period. At 7.
Okay.
If the Hawks beat the Heat, they're in at 7.
So Heat going
Right? But if the Heat beats, then the loser of that game, so if the Hawks lose, they would have to play the winner of the Raptors versus Bulls.
I think Milwaukee hoping the Heat do not make it in. That'll be on record. If Heat make it the 8, Milwaukee's out in the first round.
Woo!
Well, Heat would, if they win, they get the 7. So they would want them to win.
That's what I just asked.
Yeah, it want to win.
Isn't that what I just said? What'd I say?
No, you said they get the 8th.
No, if they win, they get the 7.
So who gets the 8th?
The loser of the Heat versus Hawks would play the winner of the Raptors versus Bulls to get the 8. So if the Heat win, they get the 7. The Hawks would then play the winner of the Bulls versus Raptors. So if the Bulls win, and then the Bulls would play the Hawks to see who gets the 8.
Okay. So who's the second seed?
The second seed's the Celtics.
We're the third seed.
That's a rematch. Oh, the playoff about to be.
All right, so
Celtics versus Heat. That'd be good. That'd be a good series.
Good.
I got Bulls. I got Bulls Heat in the play-in tournament. Give me.
I got the Raptors Heat.
Okay.
And I got
Ooh.
the Lakers and Timberwolves.
Okay. So let's look at the first round then before we get out of here. Let's look at the first round real quick. So
all right.
My 8th seed would be the Bulls. Yeah, because
I don't care who the 8th seed is, Bucks or Milwaukee.
What? Who got the 8th seed of Milwaukee will win this series?
I got the Bucks.
I got the Bucks too.
Okay, Bucks.
Okay. You got the 4th and 5th Knicks, Cavs. Who you got?
Cavs.
I want to pick the Knicks so bad. I go Cavs.
We would win if they played my boy, but I don't know if they're gonna do that or not. I'll say Cavs if they play my boy, us. But I'm gonna go with Cavs right now.
Yeah, Spider been a problem. Sixers, Nets. I know y'all know what I'm picking.
Philly should win that, but that should be a sweep.
6 and 5, man.
That should be a sweep.
6 and 5.
Yeah, I got the Sixers. I got the Sixers for sure.
Celtics in the 7th seed. Celtics sweeping whoever.
If it's
the Heat, I'm gonna say Celtics in 6.
All right, Celtics. I have the Celtics.
We're on the Heat in 7.
Woo!
I have the Celtics in.
He got the Heat.
I have Celtics in 6.
Hey, yo, he got the Heat. Space.
I have Bucks to sweep.
Because I'm telling
Celtics in 6.
That game was this close from Heat going to the championship. If Jimmy hit
sweep.
that 3. This
Cavs
close.
in 6.
Wasn't they up like 3? Hold on. What was last year? Wasn't they up like? They was up by. What was the series lead? Was it tick for tack? I forget. But I know the Heat was down.
It was tick for tack. It was back and forth.
I'm gonna take the Heat. I love the Heat. They got heart.
Yeah, but the Celtics are legit.
Yeah, so is Jimmy.
I don't disagree with that. Jimmy Bucket.
All right.
So yeah, I got Bucks sweep. I got Cavs in 7. I got Sixers in 5, and I got Celtics in 6.
I agree with all that except no, I don't agree with a lot of that. No, Sixers I got in sweep, Cavs in 6.
I think that's gonna win a game. I don't know why. I got a weird feeling we're gonna lose a game in Philadelphia. Don't ask me questions. I don't know. I just know these fools like the
Joel Embiid get hurt.
He's stupid. Don't say that.
Let's say if.
Bro, if he get hurt, I'm a pro hand with you.
Let's see what the West look like. Let's see what the West look like. So we might as well just since we right here, we might as well just do it all the way through.
We're gonna still be the Nets though.
All the way through to the championship. We might as well.
I'm gonna cry, bro. Let's get to the West though. Let's just assume that the 8th seed is that's the Pelicans.
The Pelicans and the Lakers. That's the most likely scenario, probably.
So Lakers be the 7th seed. Okay, fine.
That's fine.
All right, Nuggets, Pelicans. Can we just say Nuggets?
Yeah, Nuggets.
Nuggets in the sweep. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Woo! This is interesting. Suns, Clippers. They don't got Paul George, by the way. I think Paul George is still injured. So
what about KD? Is KD back yet? I know he had an injury.
KD been playing pretty good ball too.
All right, I got the Suns then.
Suns in 5.
Yeah, at least maybe 6.
Kawhi will get him again.
Because who cares about PG? Playoff PG sucks anyway. It's like you're not losing anything.
I'll take the Suns.
All right, Suns.
Kings, Warriors.
Warriors, and it's not even close.
Warriors. Kings gonna give them a run for their money though.
Warriors in 7. Warriors in 7. Warriors in 7.
The Kings will have every game close at halftime, and the third quarter will be raining from downtown. And then at the start of every fourth quarter, it'll be a double-digit lead for the Warriors. Every game.
Yo, Tim John ain't calling it though. Tim funny no more. Tim is hilarious. Grizzlies, Lakers. Because we want some Lakers.
Grizzlies.
Yeah, I got the Grizzlies. Yeah, Grizzlies are strong.
Grizzlies in 5? 6?
6.
I think LeBron will win too.
5.
I did like Skip's absolutely destruction of LeBron. That was kind of funny. Did you guys see that tweet?
Oh yeah, oh my gosh, that's disrespectful.
Where he said that LeBron's trying to take credit for the comeback, but he didn't play what was it, 18 out of 24 games down the stretch?
Yeah.
When they came back and made the playoffs. And we can't go on without talking about this Mavericks team. How the heck did they miss the playoffs?
The Mavs. What in the heck happened to the Dallas Mavericks?
That is disgusting. To go 2-8 down the stretch. They lost their last 2 games too. They were tied with the Thunder. They needed to win 2 to get in, and they lost both.
It's not that easy in basketball, player.
They traded for Kyrie and completely just.
You gotta give them.
Wait a minute. The Mavs purposely tanked?
No.
Ain't no way.
That's what they're saying.
I really just think that Kyrie wasn't a good fit.
Like
everyone said they traded for.
Well, did they tank in the last 2 games?
I don't think that. I just think that you need time.
He wasn't a good fit, bro. Period. You're 4th in the West.
Did Doncic not play?
Being trash.
They need a wing.
They sat Doncic.
They did sit down Luka.
And they also sat down Kyrie. Wow.
Glad I had to listen to y'all while I do it. Ass. Keep it funny as heck, Jairus.
No problem.
That I don't think a team should be punished for tanking. Though.
You know what? No.
I think it's fine to tank. I think tanking's fine.
No, yeah.
I mean, isn't Kyrie last year's deal anyway?
But you know what? The NBA needs to shrink their season to 58 games.
I mean 62.
No, 58 games. Every team plays every other team twice, home and away. Everybody plays everybody twice. And then here's this too. Here's this take. Get rid of Monday night, get rid of Tuesday night, and get rid of Wednesday night games. Only have games on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
No, I ain't watching on Sunday.
Every team.
That's the football season.
Well, that's in the beginning. Who gives a crap? Every team plays 2 games on the weekends, and that way players get a well-earned rest. All right, and it's only 58 games. That means the season is 29 weeks, just under 6 months, and you make the playoffs there. And that way, every game is a primetime game, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday games. It makes way more sense for people to travel in, come in for the home weekends, right? I think it makes so much sense as a league, financially, everything, player health, player stability, fan base. I think it would improve the NBA immensely.
I disagree.
It would be amazing.
I don't think it's a bad idea. I just know the NBA is too money hungry to do it.
You would make more money doing it that way.
They're not gonna see
I mean, I don't know.
We have more home games. We got more tickets coming in. We got more money. That's why they're gonna look at it.
TV ratings would go up because every game's more important. Also, the stands would be filled basically in every arena for every game.
I don't disagree with you.
I've been to one Wizards game.
I only said 62 because they lower about 20.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've been to a Wizards game and never been to a Washington game.
Never been to a Commanders game?
Never.
Skins?
I'm gonna do it this year.
Get there,
I said that last
Go
year.
with ProTech. Go with
I'm
ProTech.
gonna do it this year.
Go with ProTech.
Come on, Negro.
We gotta be a Dodgers game. I want all the smoke.
And I just know I sit by the away bench, so it's gonna be fun.
I want all the smoke with them fools.
I think it would be a great move for the NBA, though. I love that move. But
I think
gonna do it.
About 20 games, I think it's a good move. I don't disagree with that.
I think
And let me know if they have
25
another one of those things. Y'all did that gay stuff last year, and they let me know they had this open practice. And I seen all of y'all over there, and I'm like, since when did
website?
nobody told me that they had an open practice? All I did is them take a picture.
Jairus, if they do it, I'll come pick you up, and we'll go together.
Yeah, good. Because ain't nobody tell me nothing. Tim just takes a picture. Hey, I'm going to open practice. Open practice? Where at?
I just did a vlog. You can't even get mad at me, bro.
I'm like, where was this at?
Well, And shoot, Tim ate off of that. Tim got like 50,000 YouTube views off of it. And I'm saying, like, what the?
He got
but my
1K. No, he got like 20K, like 3 different videos. I'm like, you got to be in there.
He's like 60K.
That was legit,
bro. He's like 500 new subs. Bro, this man eating, bro. Can I get that growth, bro?
Yeah, I'm definitely.
They get paid a king's ransom to play. I need to get 5-day pay for only working 2 days a week. No, they would practice other days. NBA players are working way more than 2 days a week. That just would be the game days. NFL players get paid just as much, and they only play one a week.
Fact.
Once a week. But that means they get rested. They would have time to recover if they had any little tweaks, get their body right. So the players would be happy. The NBA would be happy because every game is important. And then screw this, freaking Jokic versus Embiid on Tuesday night that nobody gives a crap about. That game is on Saturday night, prime time.
Question. This is not his. This is probably gonna end the stream. It's a yes or no question. I want to.
What?
Thanksgiving Day game. Do y'all want to be on television?
Do we want to be on television?
Not us, but us.
Oh, you're talking about Washington.
Yeah.
Washington. No, I don't want to play Thursday night. I don't like playing Thursday, but that's selfish because I go to my family's on Thanksgiving, and I do not like playing on Thanksgiving. I want to play Sunday, and
dang,
I'm way better.
I'm
a Thanksgiving guy.
If I want to keep it a band with you, I only want to play Thanksgiving with the Cowboys.
I'm about to say that. If it gets Dallas, what you want to do?
I want all the smoke. F them.
That's a perfect game, too.
Thanksgiving's a big holiday in my family. Like, it's a multi-day event.
On.
But it's my stream. I want the stream.
Because the string
you
will
want
be
the income.
up.
I ain't mad at that, man. You want the money. I ain't mad at you, son.
I don't know how much money I get from it, but I like doing it. It's fun.
I think you're going to get one. I think you're going to get one this year.
Get paid, young man.
We got one last year, didn't we?
I'm tired of it. Well, the Lions are actually good now, so.
Didn't we play on Thanksgiving last year, or am I crazy?
No, we didn't.
We didn't play Thanksgiving.
They came out with a schedule and
no,
said
we didn't play at Thanksgiving. You're right.
Then they
sorry.
drew back.
That was 2 years ago. With the
Dallas.
Montez Sweat batted down thing, right? But we upset them?
Dallas. 40 to 16, 40 to 17.
No,
was that 2020? Was that 2020? That's when we made the playoffs.
Alex was the starting quarterback. Right? When Alex was starting, and Logan Thomas we had a little tight end pass.
Yeah.
We couldn't get no passing game going, but we shut him down. And Andy Dalton was getting killed. Yeah, it was 2020.
Trues in the chat.
But I ain't mad at him. Get paid, young man. Get paid. Get paid.
Protect on me
Rule
dying.
number one.
Hollis him. Ritter's him.
Did you guys see that Dwayne Haskins lawyer thing?
Somebody brought Dwayne. I got a star comment right here. It's been a whole year, fool. God damn,
but did you see that their lawyer put in a thing that they're apparently alleging a conspiracy to theft and drugging him?
Woo! I ain't see that. Woo! That's spicy.
Yeah, I don't I don't know what evidence they have or what they did, but it's weird because they said that it's like they're still trying to dig. The lawyer is because a lot of it is confidential, I guess, but because they're opening an investigation now they have access to more information that the state has, or something along the lines, and they also really went on the driver of the truck, of how his truck was overloaded, had bad tires, the brakes were past due, or this, that, whatever, all sorts of things. The one thing I didn't like about the lawyer, or at least two things. They were he was crossing the street, but yet a lot of cars had to dodge him. I think he was just walking in the street, which is sad, because it sounds like he was drugged. And then the other thing is that it was nighttime. It was still 30 plus minutes away from the sunrise, and they were the tail lights should have been illuminating Dwayne Haskins walking in the middle of the street. I thought that was weird, but I don't know. It's interesting.
That was a situation weird, man. Y'all know how I am on my second channel. I'm not gonna talk about that kind of stuff on here, but yeah, man, y'all know how it goes. I don't know what's up with that. That's weird, bro. That's just weird. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened. It's
people
definitely a
don't
lot of
know.
intriguing things. But if they don't have the proof of this stuff, and they brought it up again, I think it's kind of disgusting by this lawyer to even do this. I think that Haskins' wife should have been advised, like, look, terrible. It was terrible what happened. It's absolutely horrible. There's not a case here. Like, we're very sorry for your loss and move forward. But
Yeah.
I feel like this is kind of like,
I mean, if they don't have a legit case, they should just leave it alone. But at the
yeah,
same token, it's like if you got a case, I would attack it. But it's just I don't. It's just too weird to find that you actually have a case. It's just too weird. Everything's just too weird and too convoluted. It's too much. It's too much gray area. I don't like this kind of crap. It's too much gray area.
yeah. I don't even know where the money is that they're getting. That they're trying to get. Like, I don't think this dump truck driver has a ton of money.
Yeah, I mean, what you gonna do? Sue the organization? You gonna sue
Yeah,
the
I don't know.
Can't sue them.
And I do feel for the truck driver because, I mean, we all know that, like, you're not supposed to be talking on the phone, you're not supposed to be doing this, you're not supposed to be doing that. But you're in the middle of the highway, you're not expecting people to be crossing the road
Yeah,
in front of. If you're distracted or something and all of a sudden you hit a dude in the middle of that sucks. You know.
yeah, that's crazy. And that's
And
like
if it's an accident like that, I don't want to see anything happen to the truck driver. I don't know.
they might still charge him because you're still liable. You're on the road. Some people.
I know that it does suck too. Like, what does that really help you as Dwayne Haskins' wife to arrest
No,
the dude that
not really,
accidentally
not
hit your
really,
husband?
not really.
Oh,
Well,
you're saying okay? So you get the company to pay for it, so it doesn't even affect the driver per se. It just goes after his company. Maybe that is where the money comes from. That might be true.
But whole time it's like you sue them, you get the money, but does it really? It don't really bring them back enough, and like just leave it alone.
Oh, I mean, if you could get a bunch of money from an insurance company, I'm not bad about that either.
That's not gonna bring this man back to life. Like, just leave it alone, bro. Like,
I'm about to give me some orange juice.
Only if they already had the evidence, but because from what the guy was saying,
sure, but I don't know. It's just I don't know.
I don't know. It is an interesting thing. I would be curious to. I would be curious to know the exact facts of the matter, but I think if they don't have the evidence beforehand, I feel like you just put this back into the media cycle
for nothing,
just so Dwayne could get crapped on again.
Yeah, and on top of that, it's like okay, you get all this money. If you do get all this money and they win the lawsuit, they're gonna have to file criminal charge on the truck driver. They're gonna file vehicle and manslaughter charge on him because now he's liable for it. Because now the company has to pay for his crap. They're gonna definitely charge him with vehicle manslaughter. Now this man's gonna see 15 years in prison for what? For
an unfortunate situation.
For a janky mistake? Come on, bro. Like,
but now I will say this too, though. If he was drugged, then whoever drugged him needs to. No. The Haskins. They're saying Haskins was drugged.
Ooh, it's even more spicy. Oh.
The standard for civil liability is very different. Oh, they are in. They did mention something about civil instead of criminal. I think you might be right.
Yeah,
the standard for civil cases.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. The standard for civil stuff is way lenient than the criminal. You had to have beyond a doubt that person was responsible.
Well, let's be honest. It's either Dwayne or whoever drugged Dwayne is at fault here.
Fact.
Not the truck driver.
Heck no.
Like, there's a reason you're not supposed to be walking in the middle of the highway.
Yeah. I honest to goodness truth, I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think he was drugged at all. I think he was extremely intoxicated.
Yeah.
He pulled over on the side of the road. He got caught slipping. Didn't know where the heck he was at for real. And tried to get some help. Did not know where he was at and got hit by a car. Ain't no conspiracy theories to it. And, I don't think there's no underlying crap to it. I think he just got really drunk and got caught slipping. It happens to a lot of people. I've seen it. I've seen people so drunk.
Because he ran out of gas on the side of the road?
I've seen it before, bro.
Something like that?
Hmm?
Yeah, because he ran out of gas on the side of the road, right? That's what they said he did?
Yeah, he was so drunk that he didn't realize his gas tank was about to run on E. By the time he realized he was on the freaking road.
Sad, man. Anyway, just wanted to touch on that. R.I.P. Dwayne.
May God rest his soul, man. So,
Yeah, wasn't a fan of him as a player, but obviously nobody wants that to happen. It sucks.
yeah, no,
It
heck
just
no,
sucks.
heck no, man. But yeah, appreciate Tim for bringing that up. It's been a year, so
It
condolences.
was a year yesterday. It was a year yesterday. Yeah.
So condolences goes to his family, his wife as well. And I hope she's handling that day well. I know it's not an easy day for a lot of people. I lost my grandma, and that's her birthday, so RIP her as well. And anyone else that anyone's lost on the day of April 9th, may God rest their souls. But like, comment, subscribe all of our channel. Shout out to Jairus, the corner. Bro's on his way to 3K around the corner. Please just smash the sub button for bro. Also subscribe to the JTP Uncut YouTube channel. We're going to try to bring more stuff than just these weekly episodes on the channel. I'm going to try to collab with Jairus and Tim to figure out some stuff to bring to that channel as well. And subscribe to Tim Sports Talk, Road to 3K on the way. I appreciate hitting that sub button. And subscribe to me, Road to 3K on the way as well. And thank y'all for supporting us. We appreciate all the support, all the love. And shout out to the Hawk TV for the super chat tonight. Very appreciate that, broski. Appreciate that. And Key, just keep showing us love, man. We're going to try love in return. Try to bring out much content as possible. I know Tim been busy, so Tim hasn't been able to bring out a video like he wants to, but I know
it'll happen eventually. It will. I need to get going.
It's just bad time right now for Tim. I'm gonna try to bring much content, y'all. I'm trying to bring shorts to y'all every day, as well as normal uploads, and so will Jairus do the same as well. Y'all be easy. Y'all be safe. Y'all stay healthy. Catch y'all on the next one. We'll be back next Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Do not be late. So I was late today. It was on me today, y'all. It's on me.
This last week,
I had to talk to Chanel about something important, so don't get mad at me, y'all.
My last set of draft videos I'm dropping. So
yeah, more draft videos on the way. And we're going to catch y'all next one.
I've been made the freaking. I didn't make the videos, but I've been made like the format for the videos. So I'm dropping all those next week.
Perfect.
For the draft.
He going crazy. Y'all be easy, man. And as Tim would say,
he's like,
see ya!